Okay. Hi, everybody. Look at Dee Dee's already in here. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Shaz. We'll give it a few minutes and let people come in. Happy Mail did come. So that's what we'll do. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, notifications went out. I did get one for Dee Dee. I hardly ever get one for Dee Dee. I did get one this morning. So, yeah. So I'll be showing fun birthday stuff. Yeah, not much else going on. It's cold here, you guys. I'm not sure I'm loving this cold weather yet, but it's coming, so I might as well get used to it. Running the damn furnace. All right, I'm going to take off my sweater so I don't start sweating. All right, now we're good to go. All right, hi, Terry Brett. Yay, it did arrive. Yay. So hopefully people will start flowing in. Yeah, and I'm done with Inktober. I'm actually a day ahead in drawing and a day behind in posting. So, hi, Pam. You're not loving the cold weather either. This weekend was miserable. Yesterday was just rainy and cold, and the wind was blowing. It was just awful. Ugh. But, yeah, what the heck? It's wintertime. This is when I really miss going to Texas. I don't miss being in Texas, but I kind of miss going. Going to be cold there Wednesday. Yep, it's probably moving that way right now. And it's sunny and beautiful today, but it's still just freezing cold. I don't even think it's 40 degrees yet, which for here is ridiculous. It dropped to freezing overnight. So, oh, God. All right, get ready to listen to me whine forever. I'll just be whining. So, still waiting for peeps. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today. I thought I would go ahead and bind this little book for those of you who maybe have never seen binding. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you. Hi, Linda Rentz. Hugs to Tim. Yeah, so I thought I'd bind this because it's done now. Don't know that I'll make a spine for it, but I will cover it. But I'll probably jar something. Your river is close to flooding. Is that unusual, Terry? It rained all day, but I'm not sure that the accumulation was a lot. It was just constant rain. So, yeah, pretty crappy. Anyway, one thing I have bought myself. I tease that I'm going to celebrate my birthday for a month before my birthday, the month of my birthday, and the month after. Truth is, I do my birthday all year long. If I want something and I can justify it, I pretty much buy it. But I did buy one present for myself so far, I think. Only one? Well, you can't count pens. Well, the rules are getting too much for even me to keep track of, I swear to God. All right, you slow people, today I'm going to go ahead and start. The one thing I did buy for myself that was kind of a big gift, I'm going to have to move the camera way out so you guys can see how fun this is. And I've had a set of, I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, Ohuhu markers. But I had neglected them for so long that half of them were dried out, just a mess. So I did go ahead and get myself the, what do they call it? This one has a name, but anyway, it's 104 colors. You get a colorless blender too, and these are all the fun colors. And so I'm going to change my build so I can keep them out, so I will be using them. hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. You just got the 96 set. Well, one thing I like about these, and Dee Dee, poor Dee Dee, she has to put up with so much of my crap. But she said, when you order them, make sure you get the brush tip. So I did. I found a set that I liked. It was not the Ohuhu. It was another brand, but I liked it. And I put it in my cart and then thought, well, the 24-hour rule is in effect. So it was a couple days later before I got back. And then when I went and looked closer, it wasn't the brush tip. It was the chisel tip. So I had to start the whole thing over. So it's got a brush tip on one end and the fine nib on the other. And I'm really liking this. Hi, Raul. Hi, Barbara Clark. So, but I have to say the recommendation to get the brush tip was the best, because I love that. So I think I will be using them more. They're really tight in this little case they've got, but I'm going to try and change my build so I can have them out all the time. I fully recognize that if my stuff isn't out where I can kind of get it quickly, I don't use it. If I put it in a closet or something, yeah, chances are it's just going to sit there. So I've got to figure out how to do my build, and then I've got to go get the foam core to do it. You got the brush too, Shaz, and they're so juicy. I know, right? There's nothing better than a brand new pen. Nothing better. So all I've really done with them so far is do the swatches. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put, like on my old set, I had done a sticker to go around each one because these tops are really not reflective of the actual color. So, hi, Kat. So, yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, but I've been doing Inktober and other stuff. So, hey, Pixie. Hi, Mark. Let's make a mess. Well, I'm trying not to, Mark, because I have this room finally cleaned up where I could literally take a photo if I wanted. So I'm hesitant to mess it up right now. Yeah, I don't do Temu. I really don't. I read a thing about Temu, and they lose an average of $30 per order because they don't give a crap about the product, but there's selling your information. And I don't know that I have anything so damn private, but when you give them permission, you give them permission to do that. And that to me is dangerous because it is a Chinese company. And y'all can feel however you want to feel, but I am all about buying local or supporting countries and companies that align with my ideology. So pretty soon I'm going to be shopping nowhere. So yeah, I know they offer some great deals and a lot of their products. Believe me, I am inundated with advertisements for them. I just really feel like, one, I'm going to buy stuff from a company that pays people a living wage and doesn't use child and slave labor. China does that. I have a huge problem with that. Same reason I won't buy an electric vehicle. Have you seen the cobalt mines where they literally have children digging in the dirt, shoulder to shoulder, hours and hours on end? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So now y'all know that I'm a conspiracy theory crazy woman. And I am. Hi, Missy. Hey, CB. So yeah, now y'all know that, and you can talk about me all you want because I don't care. But yeah, this is my new thing. So now I don't know exactly, am I going to start coloring? What am I going to do? I don't know, but I'm so glad I have them. And then, because Dee Dee is telling me what to do behind the scenes, she said, you need to get the, because she thinks I'm going to start drawing people or something, you need to get the skin tone set. So one day in the mail, this was another early birthday present, Dee Dee sent me the set of skin tone. which I love them. I love them a lot. And I think I did the swatch card on this one too. Yeah, I did. Look at me. So thank you, Dee Dee. They're awesome. Yeah, so that was one of my early birthday presents. So, and then the only other thing I really bought that is even kind of fun, not yesterday at Xander's stream, but a week ago at Xander's stream, she showed some, let me see if there's one out here. There's not. Yeah, there is. She showed these Uniball Air pens. And when I got on the internet, it said you could get them in 0.05 nib. And so I thought, okay. And they were permanent ink. So I thought, okay, I'm going to order some. So I went ahead and ordered them. They're not really 0.5 nib, you guys. They're just lying to you. They call it micro. But I have to say, the ink is very nice and black. The nib is awesome. It's a roller ball. It is permanent, but you have to wait for a while. Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say these are not bad. But I think Dee Dee, again, was correct that the needle eye is still superior. So if you're looking for a good permanent black ink, Uniball needle eye is still, in my opinion, preferable. Dee Dee, it's almost 12:15. Have I tortured you enough? Yeah, she sent the skin set like a week or so ago, but because I didn't stream last week, I couldn't show it because I was coughing my fool head off. I didn't feel bad. That was the crazy thing about this cold. I never felt bad, but I was coughing and sneezing and snotting. It was just so ugly. So that was primarily why I didn't stream. And I'm opening up the box that Dee Dee sent. So I'm going to open it right now because that's all this stuff I had to show. I showed you the cool watercolors that Amy sent, and I haven't really done anything with those. All right, bubble wrap that I'll set over here. I haven't seen it yet, Dee Dee. I'm opening it. Oh my gosh. Hey, Robert, take that, would you please? Thank you.
Hello.
Dee Dee sent me a birthday present, Robert Lawn.
Who did?
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, say hi to all the ladies in chat. Oh, and Mark's here too, and Raul's here. Open, open, open.
Good morning. Hi, ladies.
I got my little foxes. These were little gifts that she sent out to all the mods. Occasionally you get a little package in the mail from Dee Dee. And she sent all of us, Tina, Julie, Picola, and me, the little foxes. I'm going to name them something, but I haven't yet. A box of bubble wrap. So, no, I'll share with you. You can have one. Which one are you going to have? He's getting into my muffins. So, yeah, she sent us all the little foxes. So, aren't they adorable? They'll have names. Thank you, Dee Dee. And they're actually Christmas ornaments for Foxy mods. You love it. So, yeah. Look at, they're so adorable. They'll be hanging out with me. Okay. What did I do with the other one, Dee Dee? Yeah, I'm going to cut the hangers off mine too. Okay, check it out. Look at how it's all pretty wrapped. Happy birthday. Wishing you a wonderful day. XO, Dee Dee. Okay, you guys ready? You ready? I'm going to have to get rid of these pop-ups. You know, the only time YouTube sends me notifications is when I'm streaming. I'll end up using the wrapping for something too, Dee Dee. It's real. It feels really, really cool. It's like rice paper or something. Okay. You didn't open it, Dee Dee? On the other end. I don't know. She sent me a box of peanuts. It's a paper slice paper. It feels like it. Oh my God, I have all this stuff. Oh, it's heavy. Look at all this packaging. Anybody who does good packaging deserves whatever. The Fraser Price palette box. What? What? Oh my God. Look at this. Oh, it's going to have my fingerprints all over it. OMG. Look at this crazy thing. Oh my gosh, Dee, where did you find it? Look at, it's got a little water container. You put your extra water in here with some little mixing trays. Oh, look at that. And then I can just slide the half pans right in there. Here, let's try something real quick. Dee Dee, this is awesome. I'm going to take this out in public. I'm going to make a doctor's appointment so I can go paint in the water room with my fancy palette now. Okay, the thing I'm going to have to do, though, oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh, man. Hang on here. We'll just take some of these out. Let's see how they slide in there. Look, they fit half pans perfectly. The only thing I'm going to do, well, I don't know, is maybe leave this one tray so I can cut down some paintbrushes and put in there. Isn't that amazing? Check it out. They fit perfect. This is awesome. You need a beret. I do. Well, but if I'm wearing a tiara, a beret would look really stupid. But look at all the mixing areas you've got. Aw, Dee Dee, this is so thoughtful. This is so awesome. Now I'm going to, I have plenty of empty half pans. So, yeah, probably later this evening or tomorrow morning, I will be filling up some little pans. Look at this. Okay, just checking this. It's going to be awesome. She did, right, Kat? She found the perfect gift. It's all gold and glittery. If I had a gold tiara, it would probably match beautifully. And on the top it says, the Fraser Price palette box. Ugh. It's going to take a lot of shining, though, I can tell. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you so much. Hi, Jen. Hi, anybody I missed coming in. I feel like professional or something. Ah, this is so awesome. All right, I'll put these back. And it will get its own little set. Oh, wait, I need to see. It'll hold 2, 4, 6. Each one of these trays will hold 6. I guess I could keep the paintbrush separate. Oh, it's so perfect. All right, next week. Yeah, you can use it as a mirror too. I will. I'll keep a little shining tool in here. Yep, I'm going to take it to an appointment and pull it out and watch everybody's face just go, oh my gosh, look at that, would you? The packaging is amazing. Yep.
Thank you.
We keep the garage door opener here on my table, and Robert came in and opened his garage. Your hair is long. Yes, my hair is very long. Why? How did you know? Could you see my face in the box? Because, yeah, my hair is very long, and it's hanging around the front today. I think it's longer now than it was in Australia, CB. It needs a trim. It definitely needs a trim. So, again, thank you, Dee Dee. That is so awesome. I will find a very special place for it. I already know where it's going. So, and look at, wait, hang on. You guys have to see this, how awesome this is. Okay, this is my awesome, cool gold Fraser Price palette box, right? All shiny and stuff. Goes perfectly with my gold ruler. And the ruler sits right on top of that, the swatch poster of all the watercolors. It just sits right on top of that all the time. It's there every day. So that's so awesome. Thanks, Dee Dee. Was it worth the wait, Dee Dee? All right, you little foxes, you need to go over there and not get in any kind of trouble until I tell you to bite somebody. I got to keep the little instructions too. It's a happy day. Hi, Joelle. Oh, you're late. You missed me opening Dee Dee's birthday present. But I can show it to you anyway. Oops. Very cool little palette box. I'll just leave it out here so I can look at it. All right, foxes, you are babysitting the palette, okay? 2 of you can sit on it. Okay, we're all set up here. Okay, so anyway, I told you guys that I finished Inktober. I still have 2 to post to Instagram, but I thought I would go ahead and bind the book. I planned it so that there's 4 signatures in here, and it has like a 1/2-inch spine. So I can go ahead and bind it. And I thought, well, I'll bind it on stream so you guys can see how it all comes together in the end. What's Mark saying? Now I wish I knew it was your birthday. I would have sent you a glitter bomb. Oh, it's not my birthday, Mark. My birthday's not for 2 weeks. I celebrate the month before, the month of, and the month after. And then in December, it's also Christmas. So then it's just like, there are no rules, okay? So the way I have it figured out is I spaced it out so that I got 4 lines going across the spine, and I used 10th-inch measurements because that works out perfectly for a 1/2-inch spine, right? Hi, Miriam. And then a hole in the center and a hole 2 inches apart, 1 inch from the edge. So that will hold it together really good. It doesn't need a lot of, oh man, does that camera hate yeah, we'll use the fox to, focus because boy, he didn't like that white at all. So I got out my handy dandy little binding tools, and I threw a bunch of junk in this box. So there's leather punches, there's everything in here. But I'll show you guys how to bind a book with multiple signatures. I'm going to use white waxed linen. This one is pokey enough. And you don't have to buy all these tools. I've had them for a long, long time. And then a needle is pretty much what you need to bind. And I don't want huge holes because it's only a 1/2 inch spine. So I'm going to use the smallest needle I can that'll still accommodate the wax thread. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, thank you. I don't know why he didn't hand that to me.
What?
Never mind. Doesn't matter. And then bone folders. So that's pretty much all the junk I need. Isn't that a cute fox? Dee Dee's mods got him because we're awesome mods. We're going to give him just a little bit of a haircut. We're going to take that hanger off. Adios, hanger. He is cute. He's adorable. And I don't want to do this song because I'll never get it out of my head. Where's Bob Ross? There's Bob. And Focus, you freak. So let me, now that I have Focus, you freak out, it should be okay. So when you're binding anything, you want a thread that's about 3 times the length of your spine. That should be plenty, and you'll still throw a bunch away. But you don't want to go through all the trouble and then run out of thread, you know? That could be icky. So I think what I'm going to do is punch all the holes. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll pull you down real quick so you can see that I've drawn. Anywhere the lines intersect, there will be a hole. So I'll punch the holes first. You know what? I think it should be easy enough that I can just do it with the needle, because I don't want these holes too big. Because the spine's so narrow and this is pretty flimsy. I could add a piece of cardstock or something, but I think I'm going to do that on the outside to give it a little bit more stability, and it will hide the strings. So that was the way. You could do it each too, inside and outside. And if this book was going to get used a lot, if I was just creating a journal that I was going to actually work in, I would go ahead and put something to stabilize that spine. But other than showing you guys, you know, in the next year or whatever, this book is not going to get used that much. So you open it up to the middle of your first signature, and I already measured down 1 inch from the edge, the center, and 1 inch from the bottom. So I know where these have to go. So just punch your hole. Right through the center. And I hope I remember how to do this. Let's see, go in there, through there, up there. Okay. Leave the end of your string in here. Hold it so you don't pull it through. Go in through this hole. And your pages might move, so you'll have to straighten them as you do this. This is a really weird angle. Go in at the top. all the way down to the bottom hole. Don't tangle the thread up in your fingers. And then back up through the middle. One string on one side of the inside thread and one side on the outside. And see, you've got plenty to work with now. Make sure your pages, oh, you know what? I'm such a dumb butt. I'm going to undo all this because I'm actually sewing it into the cover. Duh. So go in through the center. And this is the first signature. So you have to go out. Try and keep the top at the top, right? It was a very thoughtful gift. So sweet. Okay. In there. The first one is the easiest. So if you think I'm struggling now, just wait. It's going to get a whole hell of a lot uglier. I'm going to have to see the hole. I have to pull it closer to see the hole. Okay. And your measurements have to be pretty accurate, so take your time doing the measurements, or your book will get pretty wonky. This one especially because I didn't leave any excess. Oops, it's not wanting to go through the hole. There we go. Pull it pretty tight. Before you tie it off, if you have to make any adjustments, this is the time you're going to do it. So pull it really tight. Tie your little knot. Trim it off. Woot woot. First signature done. It looks like it's in there pretty good. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this next one I did not measure, so I'll measure it right now. These were really fun to draw, but I have to say I'm kind of happy it's all done. Hi, Dorothy. Hey, Martha. Just getting here is an accomplishment. Well, go buy yourself a present. I'm binding my Inktober today, Martha, and then I'm going to figure out what to do next. You guys are going to have to decide if you want me to work on one of the reverse coloring pages, oops, or play Pictionary. Y'all get to decide, because I don't care. Jog your papers real good. Where did I put my, I lost my needle, you guys. It's probably on the floor and I'm going to step on it. What a dope I am. The fox took it. No, there it is. Whew. Let's see, this is bad. This is bad news. And all I did was measure the center and an inch up from each edge. So, yeah. Reverse coloring page. Thanks, Terry. Reverse coloring page. Okay. Then we are doing reverse coloring page. I put the needle right there. Martha, I have to show you what my buddy Dee Dee sent me for my birthday. And anybody who came in late can see it. Because you know my birthday's coming, Martha. She knows. I'm going to show it in just a minute, Shelly. Hi, by the way. I'm getting this book down first, and then I'll show it again. Because it's worth showing multiple times. Okay, this is number 2. So I won't make the same mistake. Yep. Make sure you got the top at the top. Go in through the center. It doesn't matter if you go to the top or the bottom first. Just pick one of them, top or bottom. All the way to the bottom or the opposite, whichever you did first. And then back through the center. And this is the hardest one, is going back through the center. And getting it back through the hole. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just a little tricky. You can see, try and stay in the hole. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pay attention where I put the needle. I'll leave this string attached. That'll help me. If you've never bound your own book, it actually is really fun. And then I have to decide, do I show you guys who attend this stream the last butts on things or not? Mark, get your butt over in the corner right now. Trying to encourage my sister to be mean to me. It's unacceptable. I'm kind of glad Inktober's over. I know for the next few days I'm going to miss it. But I went ahead and finished it yesterday because I know Mondays are always just insanely busy. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and get it done. So, yep, I'm done with mine. It was I love Inktober because I like watching for everybody's posts every day, you know. So I'm going to miss that. So you guys don't stop posting. Still post cool stuff. And then tomorrow, Dee Dee will show her poster. But yeah, this was kind of a fun project this year. I like butts on things, and it's all Devon's fault. When will we do the, well, we can start anytime, Raul. I actually have a list started of different things that people have suggested. And again, we're going to have an alphabet theme this year. So the first 26 prompts will each be a letter of the alphabet. So we'll have one page of nothing but things that start with the letters of the alphabet. So you guys can already get a start on that. Other than that, I've got a few things, and I'll go through the last year's list and see if any of those we want to repeat. There's some that are awesome to repeat, but okay, cool, Shelly, you're a week behind. The small bound book idea, yeah, they're fun to do, Shaz, if you've never done them, and now you know how to bind it. Probably the most important thing is coming up with your size to begin with. And then when I put the spine on the outside, you won't see any of this that I've got going on. See, I did. Oh, I was going to say I haven't pulled it tight, but I have. I didn't pull that second one tight enough, though. We can correct that, though. So, yeah, if you have ideas for scavenger hunt, message me on IG or yeah, just get a hold of me. Tell me at Dee Dee's. It's hard when I'm streaming because, I mean, I'll definitely read chat, but it's easier when I'm not occupied doing stuff. Okay. Okay. Looking pretty good. I'll go back and fix that second one if I can. I might have to redo this second one, and that's fine. If you don't make a mistake and goof up, then you aren't normal. You don't have to glue anything or... That's what it starts looking like. Yeah, I think I'm just going to redo it. All right, now you're going to watch me fix a goof up because I didn't pull it tight enough. My bad. Can you do a close-up of which side of the string, please? Which side of the string? I'm not understanding, Shaz. I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you want me to show? Of course, each time you mess with the holes, they get a little bit larger, so it should be easier the second time. And if this was going to be used a lot, I might be freaking out. But because I probably will only show it on stream one more time, maybe the beginning of next year, and maybe never. Yeah, don't care. But if it's something you're going to use a lot, put more holes in. Okay, Barbara, yeah, that's rebinding a journal that you buy. That's not all that unusual. Just remember, start in the center, go out, go to the top or the bottom hole, doesn't matter which one. Go out and then come back in the center hole. See, and it was a lot easier the second time when the holes got slightly bigger. So now you know what not to do. I'm pretty good at that when I'm on stream, is showing you what not to do. and then just tie that center string in between the two. Much better, much, much better. And I even said, make sure you pull it really tight. Okay, before I cut it, double check. Looking good to me. One more and it's done. Inktober is officially done. You said one way is one side of the string and the next stitch is the other. Oh, no, I didn't mean the side of the string, the side of the book. One side, two sides. It doesn't matter which you do first or second. It all comes out the same at the end. Now the very last one. The last one's probably the hardest because you're fighting the rest of the book. And be generous with your string. You don't want to be fighting it. They sell these bookbinding kits really cheap on Amazon, so Cat and Paste has been killing me with their puns with the butts and stuff. Oh my God. I told her the other day I should be paying you for your comments. They're so damn funny. I should give out a prize. Okay, and I didn't mark the last section either, so I'll have to do that. But if it was something I was going to use a lot, I probably would have put the holes a ½ inch in from the top and then tried to get 2 more in. But yeah, since it's not going to be used a lot, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Yeah, I think when I was talking about the sides, I was talking about the side of the page. Okay, last one. And on this, it matters, you know, that I keep everything going the correct direction. If you're just making a journal, it doesn't matter. And don't think that you're going to get through this without making at least one mistake. It doesn't take a lot of attention, but if you can do this with no mistakes, you're good. If the pages start moving, check it. There we go. I like the... No, I think I just showed you one that has not been put on Instagram. So you got a sneak preview of what I'm going to post later on today or in the morning. So there you go. You got a sneak preview. But I ended up liking the caramel apple that I wasn't sure if I was going to show or not. But now it's out there, so there you go. All right. That was pretty painless if I can get the strings tight and all sewn together. So you guys saw from beginning to end of Stinktober. Thank you for the name, Christopher. Okay, let me check it. It's nice and tight. I think I'll pull it again. How the hell did I manage that? All right, here we go. And I will cut a 6-inch by 1/2-inch spine to go over this, so when I'm done you won't even see that. And then I will use regular glue to cover it. So the book's all put together now. So fun. Came out nice. I like it. Hi, other cat. Hi, Jacqueline. So hi to everybody who's come in that I missed while I was sewing my book. Thanks for coming. So yeah. Do you guys want to go ahead and see tomorrow's too, since you came to this stream? I don't really care. But if you want to, I'll show you. I'm going to put my stuff away real quick so I don't lose needles. And you don't need to buy the kit. You could use regular thread. The linen just makes it easier is all. And I don't think I had a top for this one. I think I'd already lost it. Okay. I think that's everything. Okay, Terry Brett. CB, why don't you go join Mark in the corner? Thank you, Barbara. Show the final ones. Okay, I'll just flip through the whole thing real quick. Make sure you guys can see. And again, this came out of the book Butts on Things by, I think his name is Thomas Cook. I don't know. I put all that away because I'm done. So here, we'll just flip through them real quick. The little fish was fun. I did that one on stream, maybe. You can tell on days when I had a little bit more time, right? The eggs were fun. Gumball machine. Some of these I wanted to color so bad. Like the gumball machine, I think that one would be so fun to color. Here's your pillow that smells like a butt. I think this is when I started using the alcohol markers to color them in. Yep. The Spam was fun. I like the Spam butt. Here's your travel sniff box, Dee Dee. The postal box was fun. I like that one. Yeah, I'll show the gift in just a minute. We're almost through. I like the chocolate bunny butt too. Barbecue butt. Grapes. I posted this one today. So later on today, I'll either post this one, and this one's, it's hard to see on camera, but there's a butt on there. I think the photograph you can see it fine in, but I like the way that one came out. And then Halloween is a potion with a skull. So that's your sneak preview for tomorrow. And then I got a couple pages extra. I might put an index in there. I might not. I don't know. So for those of you who have lunch hours coming, I have to show the, I didn't put it back in its box. Here, I'll close it for you guys. This was my present from Dee Dee. Oh, it's got fingerprints on it. And it's got a little engraved that says the Fraser Price palette box. And you open it up. It's got a cool little clasp down here. My greasy hands are messing it up. Open its little clasp. I like it this way though. So I can put half pans in here. I might leave this last one for a little paintbrush that I'll cut down to fit. And then you've got a little water bottle for your water. Little water so you can swish out your brush. And then mixing trays all over in this very handy dandy little box. Very cool, right? Thanks, you guys. Yeah, I like Inktober. I look forward to Inktober. I look forward to my birthday. I like fun stuff. So this is perfect. It's just an awesome little thing, right? Hi, Brenda. So yeah, it's all shiny and sparkly. And if I had a tiara, I would wear it when I painted with this. I honestly want to take it out in public so people will like be looking out of their eye going, did you see that cool thing she had to create magical art? Dee Dee, damn you, I'm going to spend my lifetime polishing this damn thing. My actual birthday, Barbara, is November 14th. I know, cute little art box going on there. So it's amazing, amazing. I have to leave it here so I can just look at it, and then I'll show it again. And then she also sent all the mods. I'll give the other two their haircuts right now. They don't need this gold crap growing out of the top of their heads. It's hard for you guys to see how freaking adorable they are. And they come in threes. And Piccola and Tina and Julie also got them. So they get to celebrate my little birthday too. So there you go. And they'll hang out here with me. I wish I could train them to cook. Take it out with white gloves on. That's what I'm going to have to do, Shelly. I do actually have some white art gloves. All right. And it was wrapped in this awesome paper source paper. So I don't know. This almost looks like it belongs on the cover of a journal. It's very cool. Navy blue, which is so my color. All right, so you guys decided you'd rather do reverse doodling on reverse coloring book. I've only done one out of this mushroom book. The mushroom book kind of freaks me out. The others don't because they're just so abstract. But this actually has the mushrooms on it. And this is the only one I've done of it where I tried to work in the background and leave the mushrooms alone. But I'm wondering if I should decorate the mushrooms. But then, what are the other ones I've done? Okay, I've shown these books before. They're just random. I think it's AI art because real watercolor doesn't come out like this. Or they're a whole lot more talented than I am. That's for damn sure. But I love them. I love them so much. This one might be cool. Okay, let's put a little marker on that one, because I like this page with all the circles. And these reverse coloring books are really inexpensive. It's not like, even if you do something and you don't like it, you haven't wasted anything, and you got so many to choose from. Okay, here's Dee Dee told me to cut out some leaves and doodle on the leaves. Dee Dee, I have not done but one of them since you told me to do that. Let me flip it over. But those are kind of cool. I like that. You're welcome, Shelley. Go have a fun day at work. We'll be thinking about you. The reverse books are on your list. They're nice, Brenda, but I just took one of the pages and used a leaf stencil to cut out a bunch of leaves. So yeah, I'll do something with those. In fact, I'd forgotten about it, frankly. So that was the first one I ever did out of these books. I obviously have done others with my own watercolor backgrounds. This one I really like. I might do something like this today because I love the neurographic art so much. Terry, have you been doing, I noticed the other day you were posting some of the Zentangles that they put out for Inktober. Did you end up doing all those? I think I'm up to, I don't know if I have or not, but yeah, I might do one like this because I like these. So they're all really just different. All right, let's see if anything jumps out. I love that tree one. I think I like the paper in this one better. Like, this is why I think it's AI art. See that perfect circle right there? Watercolor, you can get kind of a circle, but you're never, ever going to get, I don't think, that perfect of a circle. And then it looks like a little splash coming off it. Yeah, you're not going to get that. At least I'm not. Oh, that one's pretty. Thanks, Terry. I'll look and see where I'm at. I like this geometric one too. Oh, here's a feather. Dee Dee did one of these. I don't remember which one she did. It was this one, I think. It was a floral one for sure. Looked florally. But I like the geometric. This is the one Dee Dee did. Yep. And I love this one because I love the vibrant colors. And she did it with white ink, one of those Artistro markers that we bought. You have the rest ready to post? First time you've done it? Well, good on you, Terry. I like that. Geometric. It's so hard to decide. I think I'm going to work with black today, though. So I'm going to try that new air pen. Oh, that one's really pretty. That one definitely needs white, though. Definitely needs white. All right. We're going to quit looking. This is the page we're doing. I love that, the colors on this one. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We're going to do neurographic. I know that. I'll probably cut it in half. It's less daunting. All right. Yeah, I think we're doing this one because it's awesome looking. And then I can add white on top of the black. How about that? You guys like that? All right, let me see where I'm at with this, the Zentangles. Because I tried to do those too, but I did those in bursts, you know, like I'd sit down and do 3 or 4. I didn't do one a day. And they were all, most of them were all new to me. Like I had done that one before, but the rest of them were pretty much new to me. I had done that one before. Knightsbridge, obviously, everybody had done before. This one was new to me, and I like it. I think it's very cool. Tangle. This ribbony one is kind of cool too. I didn't like Acropolis at all. And then you can tell when I started running out of energy and time. This one I didn't like either. That one just made no sense to me. I like this one though, Amelia Crown. So that's where I'm at. I haven't done yesterday's. Oh yeah, I did, but I didn't like it, so I didn't care. And then this one I have sketched out, but I haven't inked it yet. So that's where we're at with that. And then tomorrow's is poke root, and I've drawn that a ton of times. That's a good tangle, actually. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, me too, Terry. When they're new to me and I have to figure them out, and I did go ahead and make the cards for the box and put a sample in the book. So yeah, I like that they were new to me, but they were a little bit more difficult to find, I have to say. I was out there Googling and trying to find how to draw the tangles because I hadn't ever seen them before, and they weren't on tanglepatterns.com. You struggled with that one? Well, you know what, Barbara, the example I saw where it showed how to draw it, the first or second step, one of the steps, in my opinion, they drew wrong, and it was very confusing. And then you had to go back and look at an original to see what it really should be. But there was one of them where the instructions shown were just not what came out in the end. It's hard to use a ruler when you're measuring wrong. You guys knew I was going to get out a ruler, didn't you? Just keep drawing it, Barbara. You'll get better at it, because I think that I want to draw that one big. I guess I could get the card out and try and draw it on one of these. Barbara Langston on YouTube. Oh, okay. That's a good suggestion, Barbara. Thank you. Barbara Langston. That name is familiar. That makes me wonder if I haven't come across her before. Too many Barbaras to keep track of. I haven't put the cards away yet, so let's see. They are in alphabetical order, however. Okay, it was Zudo. Yeah, one of these she just had wrong, in my opinion. Should I try and draw that on here? Okay, Pixie watches her. Okay. Not Perfect Zen is her channel name. Boy, that sounds familiar. Okay. I'm going to draw. Yeah, because I want it. I guess I could just mount it on a black piece of cardstock when I'm done. All right. Here's how we're going to start. I like the neurographics, so I'm just going to randomly draw a thread. And then decide which lines I like and which ones I don't. All right. Let's try the Uniball Air. You guys can see how it works. But for Zentangle, I have to say I like this. I think the ink dries slow, though, so you have to be really careful not to wipe it. That's where I go wrong every time. And I don't like to draw directly on the hard surface, so I use the back of the book. Okay, we'll give it a go, Barbara. We'll see how the ink dries. Okay, see where I stopped? It left a blob of ink. That will not be happy in my life. But it is drying quickly, so, but that could be the type of paper. It did not dry nicely on cardstock, or it didn't, yeah, it didn't dry very well. Yeah, I'm not liking the blobs where I stop, but I'm going to thicken these lines so it won't really matter. I might use one of the Artistro paint pens. All right, what do I need to add? I can always go back and add later. Clean up a couple of these lines that I don't want in there. Okay, this is another thing. If the ink smears when I go to erase, that would annoy me, but it's not. So I think that may have to do more with the paper, though. The paper out of this book is very nice, and your ink dries matte, which I like. So far so good on the pen. The black Artistro, though, we'll see how it dries. It has a little bit of a shine to it. Heather Gladden also has good instructions for tangles. Okay, I'll come back and glom onto these names after the stream. And because I want to add white, I'm going to do these lines a little bit bolder than I've initially drawn them. That's why I didn't care if they were a little bit jerky or whatever. Didn't matter to me. How many of you guys bought these Artistro paint markers? I have to say, I have used the heck out of them. But other than Inktober, I really have not done much art this month. Of course, it was a busy month with company and yeah, it was just a busy month. And if you're not familiar with the neurographic art, it's where you round out the intersections. And if you're left to your own devices, it can be very relaxing, very Zen-like. I'm not a very Zen person, but yeah. Now we got November coming. November should be pretty good. The only thing we've got this month, I think, is Thanksgiving. And I don't think anybody's traveling for Thanksgiving here. Next batch of company won't be until January, I think. And the kids, we went to a wedding 2 weeks ago. And they are back from their honeymoon and sent photos. Looks like they had an awesome time. They went to Florida, the beach in Florida. Haven had never flown, no, they drove. They were gonna fly and then they drove. So, but yeah, it looks like they had a great time. So I was happy for them. Now it's back to the grind. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to start on is the scavenger hunt. Oh, and Pixie asked me a question that I didn't answer. I'm sorry, Pixie, about how to do the scavenger hunt. What we do on the scavenger hunt is I have not heard of anybody who's organizing a New Year's Eve streamathon. Has anybody else heard? Because you all probably attend more streams than I do. So has anybody heard whether or not the streamathon is on or not? I've not had anybody contact me. But normally what happens is during the New Year's Eve streamathon, I announce the beginning of the scavenger hunt. And I guess I could go grab one of them and show you, but I put out a list of this last year. It was 100 prompts. And you have to fulfill each of those prompts. Last year it was children's books. So you had to do something with a children's books. And I think that appeared 4 different times. So you had to do 4 different children's books. This year it's going to be alphabet. So you guys can start collecting right now for that. Things you find that might satisfy the alphabet prompts, and then I'll go ahead and come up with 75 or 74 additional prompts of things that you have to collect and then create a page of art or just collect it in a journal. In years past, they've been prompts like collect vegetable stickers, you know, the little stickers that they slap on your vegetables so you can scan them easily. So there was always a page of those. I get a kick out of combining the prompts. You know, trying to cram 5 or 6 prompts on one page. One year I did games. So yeah. And just come up with a journal. I've shown them 100 times. People in chat can, you know, tell you how they kind of approach it, but I haven't started actually collecting anything. The other day when I bought, like an acorn squash, and it had a great big sticker on it, and I thought, man, should I save that for the scavenger hunt? But I don't even know if that's going to be on the list this year. Hi, Joan. Oh, you didn't see my prize from Dee Dee? Well, I don't mind taking a minute and showing it. First, I got the foxes. And then she sent me this very awesome little Fraser Price palette box where you put your paints, half pans of paint in here. I wonder how many of these they sell. Then this is the little bowl for your watercolor water. And this is a little bottle for your watercolors. And then you can use each of these as a mixing tray for your watercoloring. The stickers are all missing. Hi, Dana. You finished it last year? I think I finished it all but 1 year. I think there were 2 or 3 prompts that I just never got to. The ones I dislike, I saved till the end. And then by April 1st, I'm so sick of it, I don't care anymore. So is that not an awesome prize, Martha? And then it all just folds right back up. And you take it with you so that other people are amazed and in awe of your cool stuff. like a little travel box. It's so awesome. It's so perfect. I will be shining this like constantly. What's your strategy? Pixie, one of the things about Zentangle, I have to see if Martha goes, ooh, ah, or if she just goes, what the hell? What the hell? That sounds like what my sister would do. What the hell? The thing with Zentangle, when Maria and, oh, what's the guy's name? Anyway, the guys who kind of started Zentangle called how they started a string or a thread. I think they called it a string, but where you just randomly draw a continuous line. And then that breaks your page up into shapes. And then you can Zentangle different patterns inside those shapes. I'll just show you the box real quick so you can kind of, well, here's one. And that's pretty much how I've done it in the past, is I just started with a string to create random size shapes. So that's how I approach pretty much anytime I'm going to start. Oh, shit. I really like those foxes. The painting stuff is also cool. Well, you are very lucky. I am very lucky. You like the little foxes? Should I name them Helen, Martha, and Janet? That's my mother, my sister, and I. Your random lines always look weird. Well, I think you just have to probably get loose, Pixie. Just get loose. And I don't know if you noticed when I did this string, I actually changed them. There was a small shape somewhere where I thought, well, that's too small. I don't want to dink around with that. So I just didn't include it. You can see right here where these lines all, okay, I didn't continue one of the lines. I just stopped it wherever I wanted to. So if you do it, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll quit judging what you do harshly, because I think the problem most people have in their art, and I don't care if it's Zentangle, drawing butts on things, whatever it is, I think the problem most people have is they're too critical of themselves. They compare themselves to others and say, well, I can't do it as good as Dee Dee. Well, here's the truth of the matter. None of us do it as well as Dee Dee, okay? And that's why we all go to her stream, because I've been going for, I don't know, 11 years or longer. And not uncommonly, well, every time I would say, I learned something while I'm there. She'll just say something out of the top of her head, and I'll just go, I've never thought of it like that, or I never thought to use that, or something, you know. And that's part of the reason we go to streams. I think part of it too is just the community that we've created is so awesome, and we all have something in common and enjoy each other. But don't compare yourself, what you do, to other people, especially if you're doing it just for fun. You know, there's no judging in art. Mine is not going to be yours. Yours isn't going to be mine. And I don't want it to be, unless it could be like Dee Dee's. And if you sit around and say, oh, I can't draw, I can't draw, I can't draw, well, that's baloney. And the reason I know you can draw is because a woman named Betty Edwards wrote a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. And she made a statement, and I read that, oh my God, years ago, maybe back in college, I don't remember. But anyway, she made a statement in that book that the reason she believed everybody could draw is because you learn to write the alphabet. And it's like, well, that's true, because those shapes were absolutely foreign to you, and they're all pretty simple, undoubtedly. But you learn to write the alphabet. You learn to write cursive. You've learned to see something on paper or see something on a chalkboard, whatever, and recreate it somewhat accurately so that other people could read what you wrote. that's how I know that you can draw. It takes practice, and the more complex your subject matter is, the harder it's going to be. But start with shapes. I mean, Dee Dee has showed us all 1,000 times the human body. And if you take a fashion magazine and draw where the joints are, a lot of it's just tricking your brain to see what's actually there rather than what your brain thinks is there. And a good example of that is a chair. Every one of you can draw a chair like I would draw in Pictionary. A seat, a back, and 4 legs. And each one of you would look at it and say, oh, that's a chair. Yeah, it's a chair. But does the chair have stuffing? Is it upholstered? Is it whatever? Does it have slats in the back? And if it does, rather than drawing the slats, maybe you want to draw the negative space. So a lot of drawing is just tricking your brain. And the better you get at tricking your brain to seeing what's actually there rather than what you think is there, the better you'll draw. You're typing one-handed. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your shoulder gets better. Yep. Everything literally is exactly what CB just said. It's just shapes. And then after that is seeing the shadows. And that's when you'll start going, holy cow, I'm better than I thought I was. But don't judge yourself. Do it because you enjoy it, you love it. And if nobody else likes it, who cares? Are they paying your bills? The only person you have to care about is the person who pays your bills. If Elon Musk or the guy who owns Amazon, what's his name? If they want to judge me, all they have to do is start paying my bills. And then I'll be more compliant. I've preached that forever, Pixie, is, you know, people always compare themselves to somebody else who, you know, the truth is, have any of us spent as much time honing our skills, you know? People who learn to play a musical instrument, well, unless you're an idiot savant, sit down at a piano and can play anything, even chopsticks. So, yeah, any skill you're going to learn, you're going to have to put in the time to do it. I put in the time drawing butts on things because somehow in my world, that became important. Well, I was scared of Devin is really what it was. Devin scared me. And then these lines can be as thick or thin as you want. No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't. You're right, CB. I probably wouldn't. But if they start paying my bills, are you kidding? I would be the most compliant person in the world. But do it because you love it, not because you want. I mean, I think all of us want other people to like and enjoy what we do. But that's not the reason I do it. And I don't post it to Instagram to get likes. I post on Instagram so all those creepy men will start following me and write me notes that say, hi, beautiful, how you doing today? That's why I do it. But the rest of you, I'm not sure why you do it. But yeah, I like those creepy freaks that write me private messages. Hey, beautiful. I always, you know, it takes everything I have not to write them back and say, hey, scumbag, why are you using the picture of somebody that's not you? Why are you in a military uniform? You're not a freaking doctor, so shut up. I mean, it takes everything I have not to respond to them and tell them what scumbags I think they are. Or send them back a picture of like some World Wrestling Federation champion. Say, this is my husband. He's coming over to kick your ass. He found your message. I just juiced up this pen, and boy, did it juice up. I started using the white one that came with something. It wasn't part of the original set, and it seems waterier. Is that even a word? Waterier? Seems more watery than the original ones that I got. So I'm going to have to see. Maybe I didn't shake it hard enough or something. But these black ones I love, man. They're nice and juicy. I'm trying very hard not to run my hand through the wet paint because it's so juicy now. Takes it a minute or two to dry. Oh, these poplets drive me crazy. It's funny when a Middle Eastern guy calls and says his name is Karen, right? Pixie, right back at you. I think you're awesome as well. CB, Jen didn't post the pictures of the wedding. Mandy did. And I think Mandy has multiple IG accounts. And it was on, I don't know, if you want, I'll look later and send you a link. But yeah, Mandy, Jen Ozagran, Jen's daughter, got married here the last week or so. I was bummed that there wasn't a picture of Squiz, which is Jen's husband. But Mandy looked so pretty. I mean, she just looked glowing. You could tell she was having a great day. Amelia looked so grown up. I was just like, no, stop it. Stop. But yeah, I'll have to send you a link. I saw him on IG, and there was a good picture of Jen in there. And Jen was telling me yesterday at Xandra's that as soon as the pictures were over, she went and got her nightgown on. So I don't know where the wedding was or where the reception was happening. It must have been at home or something. I don't think Jen has lost her mind and goes around wearing her nightgowns in public, but I don't know. Older ladies do crazy stuff, right, CB? Because you would probably be an expert by now. I only said that because she dissed on me earlier. It's buffering. Yeah, she's so grown up from when we saw her. Is everybody buffering or just Miriam? Okay, so there's kind of all the lines. I'll put it this way so you can see them all at once. I feel like I'm bottom heavy down here. So I think I'll go ahead and get the lint off the nib of my pen. I'm going to go ahead and connect in here. So yeah, don't be afraid to go in and alter what you've drawn. And I like the bigger, blacker areas, because if I go in with white now, those areas will really, really stand out nicely. Okay, and I'm going to add one more line, I think, over here. Okay, then the edges are all somewhat the same, and it seems more balanced to me. No buffering there. Okay, Miriam, I'm sorry, it's your end. Of course, considering your location, I'm pleased and amazed that you're here at all. So thank you, and you continue to be in my prayers. For those of you who don't know, Miriam is in Israel. So they're definitely having a time right now. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's so horrifying. But I think, Pixie, one thing you might keep in mind as you're doing this, and just pay attention. If you kind of think about things as you're doing them, pretty soon it becomes second nature. Pay attention to the size of your spaces. You know, you don't have too many small ones, but that you've got big ones that are going to balance other ones. That's how you'll, in the end, feel like it's working for you, you know? Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, Barbara wants us to draw this tangle. So the way you start out is with alternating hearts. I'm trying to think where I want this. I think for the Zentangle inside, I'm going to use a smaller nib pen. And I'm going to use the Uniball eye needle because I don't think it leaves blobs of ink when you stop. Yeah, the connections, Brenda, that is called neurographic art. And it's supposed to like simulate the connections in your brain for those of us who have a brain. You've had problems since yesterday evening. Well, the fact that you're even on, I think, speaks volumes. All right, let's use this bigger area here. Okay, so this will be. I'm going to let it go in and then come back out. Okay, let's start there and see how it goes. And then the next line is on this side of the heart. And this does end up looking very much like a ribbon. That's the second step. Third step is from the edge of the heart over to this line on both sides. Now I have to think differently for a minute. And those aren't showing, so okay, the bottoms you can't see, so I keep hearing this knocking. Okay, so that was the third step. Now we're on to the fourth step where it drops down into the box. And I think this is where whoever drew this made a mistake. It goes out and up like that. And see, you're not seeing the bottom, so okay, I forgot this one. Having to really pay attention here. Now I have to decide, do I want to do shading? I think I'll do shading with a pencil. If I don't like it, always start with what you can go back. It's Robert knocking inside the pumpkin, you think, Dee Dee? I'm leaving it shut. Okay. Start with like the pencil, because then if you don't like it, you can go back and erase it and do something different later. But anywhere there's a connection, you'll have shading or a shadow. I saw some of the ladies, and I might go back and change this, I don't know, who had done some really cool designs in these ribbon parts. I love seeing what everybody does on IG. I think I'll end it there. All right. I might bring you guys closer since I'm working kind of small so you can see the shading when it happens. Because in my opinion, it's the shading that makes it look really good. I sure am glad that cough is gone. You guys would have just been going, oh, you're dying last week. I couldn't torture you that way. Crazy thing, I never felt bad. What other one from any of the designs do you guys want to see me draw? Okay, I think I will. See, this is where I'd want a 0.5 nib. But to make it look like I'll just draw it and you guys will see it. Like the underside part and the oversized part. Okay, that's inside, that's outside. This would be inside. that's outside. On the bottom part, let's flip it over so we can see. This one would have been going like this, so it would be this one. See how that makes it, your eyes start seeing differently, I guess, is the best way to put it. The continuation. And my default shape is always a circle. I don't know why, but it is. Because I didn't draw these, I'll just draw them straight up. Okay, I think that's all of them now, except this one. Can you do Nayu? I'd like to see how it joins up as I did the basic pattern so far. Okay. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. You can, well, you came close, CB. Where the heck has Barbara been? Barbara and Rachel, those two. Barbara said she was going to be gone, but I didn't think it was going to be this long. And Terry, I'm not sure on Nayu. Do I want that on? This piece, LMN. You know what? I may not have the, I maybe didn't draw it out. Yeah, see, that's an old pattern. So the card for that one will be in the box. I'll pull it out real quick. So I do it step by step. Because after I've drawn it a time or two, I may not go step by step. This is really a good design, actually. Let me see which day it was. See how many different ways I've drawn it. Okay. This is how I drew it this month. But yeah, all right, let's pick a place and just put it in here. What the heck, we don't care. Shading is your nemesis. Well, my approach to shading is generally where two items meet, even my hand's right there on camera. Where two lines meet, there's always going to be a shadow where they meet. So when I'm approaching Zentangle, I do it much the same. I'm afraid if I put this one on here, it's going to be so small, but we've got a pretty big space right here. And what I would do for this one, I'm going to draw it in pencil first because I might have to change the size. But what I would do on this one is go ahead and give myself like a square or a, you know, a cross in there. And keep in mind that you're going to need the space, you know, you're going to connect these with the lines. So depending on how big you want it, go the same space, about the same distance out from the intersection, because that's going to determine how big your overall design ends up. No, I'll do it here, Terry. I don't care. So I'll draw the teardrop shape. Try and stay about the same distance out. And the first few times you draw it, if it doesn't come out symmetrical, who cares? You'll get it. And then connect those lines. And then decide how fat you want these connecting lines. Do you want them small? You can make them as big as you want. I mean, I could make it, you know, as big as that if I want. And part of it might be hidden. And then remember the lines continue. So just in your mind, make those lines continue and just try and stay, you know, about the same distance for all your connecting lines. Because it looks like a continuous line. It looks like a Celtic knot is what it is. It is a knot for sure. And if you have to connect the lines, go ahead and connect the lines. If you're doing it in pencil, you can always erase. And I'm doing these lines pretty fat, so I probably won't have space for the circles. But if you want it to be continuous, go ahead and start at one location and follow it around. And make sure that, okay, see I have some lines here where I've blocked it off, but I want that to be a continuation, okay? So because it goes under there, it needs to go over here. And then it can go under here and over there. So just go back in and erase the lines you don't need or want. And if you screw up, who cares? Who cares? Who's going to even notice? Because the design at the end of the day is very cool looking, right? Hey, Leah. All right, let's ink this bad boy up. Okay. I am going to go ahead and add a circle. You can use a template or you don't have to, but I'm going to use a small circle here in the center. Okay. Okay, hopefully I did that right. Okay, so if you start and follow it around, it should be going under and over. I think I did that right. So if I decorate it like this one, and at this point you can pretty much do anything. So I'll go ahead and draw circles, and obviously they're not going to be the same size. It's fine. Did that help, Cherry? You know, there was one design this month that I want to repeat. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and color this in black. And again, you could go ahead and draw designs in the knot itself, or just shade it, or both. I didn't exactly expect to use the Zentangle designs, but maybe now I will. I'll go ahead and use some more from the designs this month. But Barbara, on this one, it's going to be pretty obvious where the shading is, because it's going under and over. And that's kind of just how you have to think about it when you're drawing it, is the parts that are going under and over. And just to go ahead, sitting here, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I don't know that one. Well, Siri is really dumb. He got one over when it should have gone under, but who cares? That's pretty much my attitude. And then just to fill in the, I think you're right. It's right there. Over. Yep, that one should have been under. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. Because when it's all done, nobody's going to notice. And my default again is always circles. Always go back to the circles. One nice thing about cold weather is I like cold weather food. I'm sitting here. It's about that time of day where I start thinking, okay, I got to think about dinner. But I do like cold weather food. Like, I don't mind having the oven on all afternoon, cooking a roast or something. Dee Dee had grilled cheese for lunch. And I think on these, you need to leave some of the spaces blank. It gets too busy when they're all filled in. But that could be just me too. I don't know. Next week, I'm going to try and think up something to do with my new alcohol markers, because I'm happy to have them and I don't want them to go to waste. You just tried the string of hearts again and I'm getting closer. I have a whole page of failed practice. Keep it up. You'll get it. You'll get it. Okay, so that's 2 of them. I'm going to do the, let me see which one I really liked. This one kind of drove me a little crazy, but I like how it turned out in the end. But the one I really like, and I think it's, well, I like the, this is called Prima. I really like that one. That may be the one that I wanted to draw. Oh, I like this one too. Roundabout. I thought that one was very cool. That one would make a great border. Maybe it was Prima. Oh, no. Amelia Crown. Let's try one of those. That one you don't really need a pattern for. It's pretty simple. I'm just trying to think where I think it will look good. You know what? It will look good in this one if I just draw one of them. I guess I can get the card out and show you the steps as I'm drawing. You don't really need the card for this one. After you see it, it becomes really apparent. Very easy how to draw it. I'll just leave it out so you can watch as I'm doing it, but I think I'll do one of those in here. When you do something like this, that's going to automatically, of course, the hearts maybe already have, but it's going to give your page already a direction. Like obviously this is going to be up now, or your flowers are going to be upside down. But I'm going to draw just one great big one. And don't be afraid to change up what they have, you know. Normally, I would wait a little while before I shaded, but I think the ink's drying fast enough that I can shade. I don't know why I like that so much. And then this wasn't in this month's Tangles, but I'll draw it anyway, just because I like it. Like some little pods. I can't on day 13. That one kind of was weird for me, Barbara. I kept leaving too much space where the leaves were going to meet up. But then somehow in the end, it came out. But I had to add lines or something. It was just like it, but it looks cool when it's done. But yeah, is that one fescue or something else? Hang on. Do I have a house full of paper and I have no paper. Cherry, do you remember what that one's called? Is it fescue? I can look in the book real quick. The book is right here, I think. Of course, some of them I don't even know if I put in the book because I just felt like, I don't need directions for that. Yeah, I'm wondering if I even put that in the book. There is a tangle called fescue. I do know that. My alphabetization or whatever you call it has gone to hell in a handbasket. I know that. Ooh, Binks is another nice one. Barbara, I don't think I can answer your question because I don't think I put it in here. Sorry. Yeah, this one, yeah, just came out. Yeah. I like the way it looks at the end though. So I don't know. But when I was drawing it, I was just like, what the heck? But that might be fescue considering, oh, you know what? I didn't put those early ones on. Terry doesn't know. Yeah, and see, one of the tangles did have this shape, Barbara, as part of Prima, like its little seed pod or something. It did have that on it. That is always a good fill-in shape for sure. And it almost has a natural highlight, right? See, I just think do them whatever way you like them, you know? Who cares? Who cares? All right, what was another one from this month? I think I want to finish this one, but I don't want more ribbons. I can either continue the ribbon around, or I think what I'll do is I'll just do like a basket weave. This is another one that I always go to because you can do it so quick and easy. I better check and see if Dee Dee's yelling at me. Oh, Jamie's sending me stuff. Dressing up for Halloween. Crazy people. Yeah, no, it's Jamie sending me. Him and Jill are down at down in Florida, And looks like they're having a great time. This is another one that when it's shaded, it looks so good. And you can fill it in anywhere. Don't have to be even the least bit careful. You know, after I was a kid, I would never go to Halloween parties. I would never dress up. Do any of you guys dress up? Like, I find it odd that they're down. Of course, they're probably with friends, so having a party or something. But I have never wanted to dress up in Halloween costumes since I became an adult, ever. I can't think of one time. And I've told you guys before, we get 0 kids out here. Xandra was saying yesterday, I would so want to go to her house as a kid. She buys the full-size candy bars at Costco. And she used to just put them out on a tray, and she had to quit that because some kids were pigs and took them all. But she says she still gets large groups of kids, like up to 60 kids. I've lived here 27 years or something. We have never gotten a single trick-or-treater, which that's the only part of Halloween I even like. But yeah, we get 0 trick-or-treaters here. Probably because we're just out in the middle of nowhere, and if there were kids out here, I'm sure their parents would take them into town where it was more beneficial. Oh my God, Jamie's got on a rainbow skirt. Now I want to go to Colorado or go to Florida and kick his ass. He looks like a damn Yeti, and now he's got on a rainbow skirt. Now I'm going to have to go kill him. He's probably doing it just to aggravate me. When I was younger, we went to several cots, but not for many years. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's even a thing anymore, you know? Or maybe you just age out of it. Hell, I don't know. Jamie hasn't aged out of it, apparently. All right, so this would be going this way, and then this way, and then that way. All right, I think I got the pattern moving down here now. Okay. So yeah, it ended up getting filled in. That's all I cared about. What's another one you want me to draw? I'm going to take a break, get a drink, and read chat. Maybe he's gay. Yeah, could be. There's something wrong with him. I know that. I've known that for 100 years. You got 3 trick-or-treaters last year? Yeah, Dee Dee lives vicariously through her Barbies. You didn't dress up as a kid, let alone an adult? Okay, don't do Halloween, full stop. All right. So maybe I'm not a weirdo. Paisley is also amazing. Was that one of this month's, Raoul? All right. I think I'm caught up with chat. Sorry, when I get drawn, I forget. Paisley. Let's look for Paisley. I'm pretty sure I've drawn it, Raoul. And I think it would probably be in the random designs. Let's see. P-A-I, Paisley. Maybe not. Maybe I've never drawn it. Because it's an old one, I'm pretty sure. So it would be in here alphabetically. It's just the new ones where I've messed up the alphabet. I suppose I could look it up. PQR. All right, let me look it up real quick. Hey, Julie TPG. I'm looking it up, bro. Okay, I have drawn it. It's just like a Paisley. It's not that big a deal. Because you can fill it in with anything. Don't really need a design for that one. Paisleys are always good, you know? A lot of these I don't think are hand-drawn. You're very, very intricate. Some of these I know have got to be machine made. But yeah, you can use Paisley a lot of different ways. But I was trying to just use some that were in this month's list. Another one that I really liked, I don't know how it's going to work on here, is this bailarine. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but there's something really attractive about this one. And the shading on this one comes out so good. So I don't know that, see, none of these spaces are big enough to really do that. You need a pretty big space to do that one, but we can do this one. I can't remember what this one's called. Day number 11. My list should be in here somewhere unless it's got separated. There it is. Day 11 is Dark Busters. So I really like that one. Let's draw that one next.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to borrow the car to pull a trailer over here.
Okay. Whatever
But
works for you.
I'm not leaving. You'll think I'm leaving. But I'm
okay. Not. Thanks. All right. Let's see. I think I did a card for this one, but I'm not sure. Dark Busters. See, it's another one that you don't really need a card for it, but you've got to keep it somewhere so you don't forget about it. All right, let's do that one. Do we want it in there? Yeah, let's do it in here. I'm going to do them kind of oblong shaped. This one really looks good. White on black as well. I think I did a whole design of this one in the black journal. I haven't worked in the black journal in a long time either. God, I could have sworn I did. Maybe I just dreamed I did. Maybe I wanted to and didn't. I don't know. I could have sworn I did. All right, you guys, I just looked through the black journal. I don't see it. I must be on drugs. I like big butts. Man, I could have sworn. Well, damn, if I didn't do it, I'm going to do it. I did it somewhere. I know I did. All right, well, it's not in there, so there you go. I'm a big fat liar. All right, got to pay attention here. Okay, Barbara, on this one, if you draw the line, curved lines, it makes it look like it's kind of circular. So the shading on these are really easy because this is going to be further away so that it'll be in shadow. And then it looks like this is almost like a lid that's covering this down here. So the shading gets really easy on these, and they really get their shape when you shade them. And then on the ones in my book, you can do it when you're drawing or you can do it later. Go back in and draw a white line across the top, and it looks like a highlight. So those are little tricks. No, you're not. You're more like a skinny mini fibber, big fat liar. And I won't do it on stream, but I'll probably go ahead and fill in the back of this with circles. But I will go ahead and shade it right now while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. Forgot to draw the lines going this way. In this whole space, if you want to make it look like the line is sitting on top, just shade around the line and the whole thing will drop down. See, because I've drawn incomplete patterns going underneath, you've already got that illusion going on. Yeah, I made some of them round, some of them oblong. Yeah. So don't forget to use your white pen for the highlights, though, because that comes out really, really cool. One of these I may just fill in with nothing but the big circles. There's something about that big circle, you know, just a big old glob of circles that I really, really like. I was not a big fan of this one. I tried to write their names down. I'm going to have to go through here and check. This is number 12. A math. This was also not a new one for me. This one is kind of cool, though. It's number 10. Buildiz. Buldiz. I don't know. That one's kind of cool, though. Let's see where we can shove that bad boy in here. Okay, and I did go ahead and do what Barbara thinks might be fescue coming out of this one. Well, I used that a lot. I used it on this one as well. So what did I call that? Buildiz. I can't pronounce them. Looks like a bikini butt. Where's the bikini butt? Oh my God, Dee Dee. I've been seeing too much butts. These are pretty organic tangles for you, right? Oh my gosh. I'll get the card out so you can watch as I draw. Have you been doing any CB? I'll have to remember to put on the back of these which, you know, that it was the Inktobers from 2023, so I remember. This one definitely will have, you know what, I think I might just color the background of this one in all black. This may be the last one I draw, so I can go ahead and get some white on here so you guys can see it. There it is. Let's see, where did I put the paint pen? I'm going totally outside what I would normally do here, but we're going to give it a go and see. Might work out cool. Might just make it look a mess. We'll see. Whatever. At the end of the day, you guys, it's just paper. And if it ends up in the trash, nobody cares. Oh, I did do another stained glass watercolor. I did a butterfly, and I have the giraffe that Dee Dee sent all drawn out. I probably should have done that today, but I did that not very long ago. But that was fun. So yeah, I guess I did do something else other than Inktober this month. I mean, it was really simple, so it wasn't like it took a lot of effort here, you know? But the cool thing about these is they just happen. You know, I didn't come in here with a preconceived idea. It just happened as the stream progressed, you know? And hopefully, if you wanted to see me draw one of the designs, we got it done. Now, see, that's weird that I would put that big black space. Bye, Martha. Go have a fun day. I should have gotten an award, Julie. I wish you'd recommend that to somebody. Now, I can't draw white in there. That's got to dry before I could do that. All right, but most everything else is dry enough. I think I'm going to go ahead and add some white dots because I can always go back in and draw more later. But this is the new paint marker pen because I ran the other one out, so I had to get a new one. But this one seems real watery to me. Really does. Let me get black paper out and see. I might just end up getting a well, now it seems like it's more opaque. The other day when I used it, it was just like, that is not going to work well for me. All right, we're going to give it a go. I'll stay away from that for a little while. Do that one last. Yeah. How could it get unwatery just sitting here on the table? Unless it dries too thin. Let's just see how it works out. I probably won't post this on IG. Well, I guess I could. Wouldn't kill me, would it? If I can get a decent photograph. I'll add more designs to it too. It won't be quite so empty. I'll pick a couple more of the designs from this month. That might be dry enough to draw on now. Plus, I should go back and see if I want to add white to like any of these designs, highlights or whatever. Yeah, this is nice and opaque, and I was really thinking this just isn't going to work well, but I don't know. Bad drugs or something. Oh, that's something on the paper. I'll clean that up in just a second. I'm going to try and pick up whatever's laying there. The white makes such a difference, doesn't it? It doesn't bug the hell out of me until I fix it, so. Must have been some white paint or something. That's so weird. All right. Better. Now it won't bother me. Squiz is in one of the first group pictures, bottom row. He looks good. Mandy. Okay. Thanks, Terry. I'll have to go back and look. I didn't see him. CB. I thought, how could you leave Squiz out of his daughter's wedding pictures? So I must have maybe didn't scroll far enough or something. I don't know. I think this one looks better with the white, but I think some of those yellow, the backgrounds that have more yellow and red, I think I would use gold on them because I love the way the gold looks on it too. I didn't shade that either. I've got to come back and do that. And then before I decide it's done, I'll go back and kind of just feel. I mean, I still have a lot of areas that I want to put designs and stuff in. but the design I choose, excuse me, will depend on where I think I need some weight. So that's how I kind of finish this whole thing up, is I'll go back and decide, well, it needs a little weight here, so I'll draw an appropriate design in there, whether it's heavy black or just minimal. These pens are the bomb, man. I love them. You don't really fight with them. They just work consistently. They're awesome. So the rest of this week is going to be pretty free time. I don't have much going on this week, and I have to say I'm tickled to death. I can spend my days arting or cooking or do whatever it is I want. Oh, Barbara, don't leave. Did you report the hacked account first of all? IG is terrible about hacked accounts. And another thing IG's doing that kind of pisses me off is I didn't sign up for Threads, which is Facebook's version of X or Twitter. All of a sudden, I'm getting random threads with an offer to download the app. If I wanted the app, I would have already downloaded it. So I feel like they're taking advantage of something that I really do love. Am I wrong there? But if I wanted to go read somebody's opinion about something, I'll go to X or I'll go get their damn app. But don't force it onto my IG feed, because I've been real selective about IG, what I follow. And it's primarily artists. I have recently subscribed to some of those lawnmower guys. I think 2 of them. There's one Aussie and then one American guy that go around and do random free lawn care for places that are looking unkept. And I like those, and I like supporting them because they're doing something really nice for their community. But for them to just start taking advantage of my kindness pisses me off. That could be just me. But is anybody else getting that? Oh, you found it on Facebook? Okay. Yeah, I don't. With the changes they're planning. What are the changes they're planning, Barbara? See, we're going to have to figure out a way that we can all share our stuff, because that thread thing has only started happening really in the last few days. And I thought, if I wanted your damn app, I would go get it. Don't force it on me. And if you're going to turn IG into Threads, I'll be like Barbara Clark. I'll just leave. I don't really want to, because I truly do enjoy seeing you guys art. But I want to be there primarily for the art and the community, not what you force me to see or read. And I suppose maybe I could start clicking on it and telling them I don't want to see this. But you think it would be so simple. I've chosen the people I want to follow. I've blocked the people I don't want having anything to do with me. So keep your crap to yourself. I'm getting really bitchy in my old age, right? Okay. I'm thinking. Do I want to do those circle swipe? I don't think I do. But yeah, I like IG for art. I don't want it for the rest of the BS that's out there in the world. And I'll never do TikTok. Not ever, ever, ever. Okay, you know another one. I haven't drawn it yet, but I do love, I'll put it down here. Tomorrow's, yeah, let's see. Today's the 30th. Poke root. And I won't have a card for that, but it's so simple. Well, poke root is just like a cherry. It's pretty much just like that. But there's another one, and that's why I hesitated, because there's another one that looks more like a heart. So that could end up being poke root, not that one. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I draw, but that's pretty much the poke rooty one. Let's do the heart-shaped one, because we can. We'll just call it poke root, whether it is or not. I want to leave a little bit of space because I think I'm going to do more like I did on this one, where I filled in with black so that the black down here will outweigh that one up there. These always look good in clusters. Poke leaf is, hey, Tambit, maybe it is. I'm doing poke leaf rather than poke root. Thanks for helping me out there, Tambit. One of them is poke leaf and one is poke root. Okay, and then I'll do one over here. Okay, that should even out all the black. Maybe I can do this with the black pen. Won't take quite so long. These are different designs than I would normally draw, for sure. I like them all, though. Now I have to decide if I put white polka dots in the background here. Another thing we're going to have to be thinking about, ugh, now that Halloween is over, they're going to go full out Christmas. Christmas music, Christmas advertising, Christmas everything. They're going to go Christmas crazy now. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. But that's what Halloween means to me. Christmas crazy. And I know in craft stores and stuff, they've had it out for a while. But I understand that because people need supplies to do Christmas stuff. But I don't need to hear the music for half the damn year. Christmas Barbie's there. Dee Dee has a plan, man. Total plan. I dread it. Because it's endless. But just give me something else to complain about, so what the hell. All right, now I have to decide. I like that one. But I kind of think I do need to put white dots in it. It's too wet to mess with right now. But yeah, my time is just about up. So I'll put all the cards back later. And I've got one more to draw for tomorrow, I think, and then I'm done. But I'm glad that Inktober book got all put together. Let's see the little bad boy. Look at, it's all bound. Nice little book that I can keep now. I will put a new spine on it. So I'm psyched about that. And I got awesome little foxes. And an amazing little palette. For those of you that came in late, this is my birthday gift from Dee Dee. We couldn't wait, so I had to open it. Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. Look it. See, my problem now, Dee Dee, I'm going to be real honest with you. This is so pretty, and it's so perfect, just the way it is. Excuse me. To trash it out with watercolor now scares me. I don't want to trash it out. But the thing is, and I know, you're stupid to save your cool stuff. So I need to make myself, tomorrow morning, I'm going to make myself get out the half pans and my favorite watercolors that I think will be useful in here. I'm going to have to make myself use it because right now it's so pretty. It's so clean. It's so awesomely perfect. It's going to be a struggle for me. I'm not even going to lie to you. I know Dee Dee's saying you have to use it. I know that, Dee Dee, but I'm just telling you, that's going to be a struggle. And then every time I touch it, I'm going to have to shine it. Oh, now I have lick marks on it. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you again. And I will make myself use it. I do not use the gold ruler, however, because yeah, if I got a scratch on that, I'd be crapping my pants. But I will not, I'll make myself not abuse the foxes, okay? What does a fox say? They will protect the paint box. Every time I go to use it, they'll bite me. So yeah, I will be drawing some more on this. Let's quickly add some white dots. This should be dry enough now. There. Yeah, I like it better with the white dots. So, oh, you know what? If we're going to put white dots in, we'll add some white dots in here. I almost wish I'd colored that with the paint pen. The paint pen is actually a much blacker black. Yeah. Yeah, but I'll finish it in next day or so. I don't know when. I'll go ahead and post it as well. Wear gloves. I'm going to have to, Mark. And then I'm going to have like a baby wipe on hand so that if I get anything on anything. And then I'm going to have like a Mr. Clean eraser so that I can get off any stains. Watercolor is surprisingly staining. And even some of my paint dishes, I cannot get this stain out. So at some point, they will get thrown away. Just saying, they will. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging with me. Appreciate you guys. Sorry I missed last week, but what the hell? All right, I've already started cleaning up. Good heavens. All right, you guys. My camera got cuckoo. All right, I'm out of here. Try and be kind. Say a prayer for the world. That's all I got to say. Thanks for hanging with me. Really, really appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Love you guys. See you. Bye.